Yo, 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 what it do? What the business is? Yeah, man. Mellow, my man. Mellow, my man.
Now to breaking news in a case that's made national headlines and revealed deep divisions in this country. A judge in
Hasn't revealed deep divisions in this country. Mellow, my man. This is insanity. These Negroes about to be acting a fool. These niggas about to be acting a fool, man. They about to be acting a fool, man.
Now to breaking news in a case that's made national headlines and revealed deep divisions in this country. A judge in Texas denying Karmelo Anthony a new trial. The 19-year-old found guilty of murdering 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a high school track meet. Here's ABC's Alex Brachet with late details just coming in.
Tonight, a judge has denied a request for a new trial in a case that divided a Texas community. Karmelo Anthony, the teen convicted of fatally stabbing a rival athlete at a track meet.
Get out of the roadway, you're going to jail!
Protests erupted in June when a jury found Anthony guilty of murdering 17-year-old Austin Metcalf from an opposing team at a high school track meet. Anthony getting into an altercation with Metcalf after he went under the victim's tent during that meet. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison.
So your first name is Karmelo?
At trial, the prosecution and defense made a gentleman's agreement to focus on only what happened underneath that tent. The prosecution says allegations, including that the victim and his brother had racist and violent behavior, and allegations that Anthony sent his girlfriend threatening text, was excluded from the jury. But some of that evidence surfaced just this week.
I don't think it's stunning to anybody who's watched any part of this trial that the truth is a lot more complicated than we originally thought. And unfortunately, it's a lot uglier than we originally thought. Is it more one-sided than the other? Is it a wash? I think that the public, we know a lot more today than we did going into this.
And with tonight, the Collin County District Attorney said, we respect and expected the court's decision denying the motion for a new trial. Now, Anthony's defense has an active appeal. This is still far from over.
All right, Alex Brachet in Washington for us. Now to breaking news in a case that's made national headlines.
Karmelo. It's me, DeMello, quite a nice fellow. Met 3T, made a rhyme a cappella. They had the rhythm, I had the rhyme.
Karmelo Anthony is coming home, Magas and Gettlemen. I'm already in a celebrational mode. There is no Karmelo Anthony is coming home, Magas and Gettlemen. I'm already in a celebrational mode. There is no doubt in my mind that Michael Chitty is going to come back and say, granted. You know what I mean? I see people half step in. Some people like, I don't know. Da, 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 da. I believe it in my heart and soul. Okay? Because if that judge heard what I heard in the courtroom, what everybody else that heard in the courtroom, and he's going by the actual legal thing, oh, Karmelo coming home. And that judge is going to get so much motherfucking love in the hood, pure survival. You are invited to the barbecues. Black people, we're going to love you like Maury Povich, pure survival. Yeah, I'm talking about. And not even just in the hood. People all over the world know that this is unjust. You know what I mean? You got people all over the world, suburbia, different parts of the world. You know what I'm saying? People that's in mansions. No, Karmelo Anthony is not guilty.
Right. Let go.
Karmelo Anthony, no doubt in my mind.
Statement from Carmelo Anthony's legal team. On behalf of our client, Carmelo Anthony, we are disappointed in today's ruling, but not deterred. We continue to maintain that serious constitutional and legal errors denied Carmelo Anthony the fair trial to which he was entitled. The restrictions placed on public access to his trial raised fundamental Sixth Amendment concerns. The defense made consequential decisions throughout the trial in reliance upon an agreement with the state concerning the evidence that would and would not be introduced, only to have the state change its position at a critical point in the proceedings. We maintain that errors in the jury instructions impaired the jury's consideration of the issue at the very heart of Carmelo's defense, whether he acted in self-defense. The denial of the motion does not make those issues or others not yet raised disappear. Therefore, this denial does not end our work. We will continue to challenge Carmelo's conviction and pursue every legal remedy available to him. We will make these issues to the appellate court and wherever else the law permits us to go, because we believe deeply in Karmelo, in his constitutional rights, and in justice we are seeking on his behalf. We knew when we entered this case that this case might not be won in a single courtroom or with a single motion. We will keep advocating for Karmelo until the justice we seek is obtained.
Pull your clothes out and
So
lay your clothes out for the next morning. That's what I did. You know what I mean? When that man said that shit,
I gotta get off my screen.
he was like, "No."
Justice is only if the only way it can be justice is if they get the ruling they want. Justice is never, hey, you know what, you lost, man. You lost, bro. You lost. You lost. You know what I mean? Well, justice sometimes is you fucking lost. Let's be honest, man. You don't win them all. You don't win them all. Black folk have gotten to a point where if we don't win the trial, it's racism. Either we win or get the result we want, or it's racism. It's only two options. Jeez. Crash outs. I know some crash outs on TikTok. Y'all want to see TikTok? Let's see some crash outs on TikTok, man. Holy smokes. I know they crashing all the way out on TikTok. I know they are crashing with a passion. Them liberals, man. Oh, man. They are crashing with a passion. I'm telling you straight up now, though. If you're a white person You in trouble, man. You in trouble, white folk. Y'all in trouble. Okay? These black folks are gonna want revenge, man. That means they're gonna go back to the police shootings. Black folk ain't really been tripping off police shootings a lot lately. Press 1. Black folk ain't been tripping off police shootings. It was like one every month back in the 2000s and teens, and back in the teens, and then up until George Floyd. It was one every month. Now you don't hear about police shootings no more. Niggas know that that's a dog that will hunt. Niggas know that the police shootings is a dog that will hunt because, the police. You can always accuse the police of something, and at least they're held to a higher standard, because police officers are held to a higher standard. You can get the police sometimes. It didn't work with Zimmerman, a citizen. This boy who got killed, Metcalf, didn't work with Daniel Penny, a citizen. When niggas go at citizens to try to get some victimhood, it ain't been working. So now I think they're gonna run back to the cops. We're gonna see a cop shooting be a big thing in the black community soon. Mark my word. Mark my word. It's Black Columbo talking to you, man.
Sam here for Karmelo Anthony update. And yes, the court has denied the new trial, but there is still an appeal in place. This is far from over. We will continue to fight for justice for Karmelo Anthony. So don't give up hope. I know he's not. I know the family is not. This is just the systeming. And it was silly of us to think that Judge Chitty Bang Bang was going to do something different than Judge Roach would do. After all, it's still in Collins County, Texas, similar to Mississippi, where the system actively works against Black people to disenfranchise them. And that's exactly what's happening. After all the background evidence that came out, in my mind, that should have been plenty to grant him a new trial and grant him a fair chance, which Judge Roach never gave him. And as upsetting as it is, as much as it feels like a setback, as Kendrick Lamar says, minor setback for major comeback. That is what we're looking for. No justice, no peace. Secret Service, Sam out, Sam.
Let's go. Karmelo Anthony will not be getting a new trial, y'all. We got some big wins over the last 2 days, right? We got Judge John Roach recused, and we got Mike Howard and Bill Werski and Toby Shook admitting on the record to the gentleman's agreement. That means not only can Karmelo Anthony appeal for having his Sixth Amendment rights violated, but he can also file for ineffective assistance of counsel for Mike Howard breaching attorney-client privilege and suppressing his potential testimony. Yes, we got to win. We got a couple wins, y'all. It is not over. The next step is the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, which is in Dallas, Texas. Now, let me give my Karmelo Anthony supporters a little motivation after the perceived loss. Greg Kelly, a former Cedar or Leander football player who was wrongfully convicted of SA, had to appeal 3 times. He first got a motion for a new trial, got denied. He did a direct appeal with the Third Circuit Court of Appeals.
But he's white, though. He got privilege. See, these niggas, they always screw their story up. He uses this white guy's case to show that Karmelo might be able to get an appeal. But the guy's white. So how does it compare to Karmelo? Carmelo's not going to get that because he's Black and everybody's racist. Shout out to Deluxe 247, aka Coward, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Salute to all you people out there. Salute to Deluxe. Hey, man, I'm just going to say this. We're looking for 10 people to sponsor the show tonight. 10 people. Not people made out of 10, but 10 people, okay? If you made out of 10, man, you know, we're not looking for 10 people. We're looking for flesh and blood people, 10 of them. Okay? 10 of those types of people. All right? Sponsor the show, man. Sponsor the show, man.
Hills here in Central Texas got denied. Then he filed a habeas corpus. And then in 2017, he got out on bond and got his conviction overturned and was exonerated. So we got some big wins. We got these attorneys on the record admitting to violating Karmelo Anthony's rights. Y'all, let's go. Karmelo Anthony will be free, y'all. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep talking about it. Karmelo Anthony, free you, man. Let's go. Carmelo Anthony will not be getting a new trial. Y'all, we got some big wins over the last 2 days, right? We got judge
breaking and it's complicated, so make sure you pay attention. Carmelo Anthony is not getting a new trial.
And your butthole is not getting a new elasticity. Attention. Don Lemon's butthole will not regain its original elasticity.
Breaking and it's complicated, so make sure you pay attention. Carmelo Anthony is not getting a new trial. And after what came out in the court last week, I have questions. We learned there was a private off-the-record agreement to keep the troubled youth's backgrounds, both teenagers, away from the jury. Austin Metcalf had allegations involving racial slurs, bullying, and assault. Carmelo had allegations involving threatening texts, stalking, and assault. None of that came in. And Carmelo's former lawyer says that they had planned to put him on the stand, but all of this helped change that decision. So now
no, they didn't. They never planned to put that boy on the stand. That boy a mush mouth, Baton Rouge thug, man. They never planned to put him on the stand. That's a fucking lie. They're only saying that because it's convenient to say that now. Oh, we was gonna put him on the stand. In cases like this, you don't take the stand. Okay? They wouldn't put George Carlin on the stand in this case, man. Okay?
defense says the first trial was too controlled, too secretive, and unfair. The judge said no. 35 years still stands. And I'm still stuck on one thing. He was 17 years old, and now he could spend
Listen. Do you understand that you can tell these people don't understand how the system is? 17-year-olds are getting locked up for murder every day, getting way more time than that. We do the stories every night. Those 17-year-olds that kill those people, they're going to jail for 40, 50, 60, 70 years. What is Don talking about? Why is he saying that? Why is he saying these things? These things are stupid. You don't know that on the regular schmedegula, young dudes going, listen, they try to call it the the pipeline, the school to prison pipeline. Let me show you something, man. Let me show you something, man. Don, you can tell Don's a cornball geek, and that's cool. Whatever. I mean, it's no big deal. You can be a cornball geek.
What happened to a lie here with the cat too. Now I know y'all know I'm in prison with 170 years, and I'm about to drop some heavy on y'all, and I want y'all to take heed, inshallah. I want you to know what you're about to be missing out on. This is the truth. My son was born. I missed it. My baby sister graduated from high school. I missed that too. My oldest sister got 4 kids, and I've never met none of my nieces and nephews in person. My mother was diagnosed with cancer, and I wasn't there to support her. My little cousin, Ayana, she passed away at the age of 19. I didn't get to attend her funeral. One of my best friends committed suicide, and I wasn't there to talk him out of it. My son plays football, and I've never been to none of his games. All because of premature, underdeveloped decisions, thinking that it was cool to be in the streets. Ain't no going to no football games, ain't no going to no graduations, ain't no going to no parties, ain't no going to no childbirths, ain't no going to no funerals when you in prison. So if you don't want to miss out, you better get out the streets. As simple as that. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Y'all know me, your boy Prince Latif on the Unredeemable. Alhamdulillah. So I got something I want to address real quick, I want to say. And I'm going to call this When You Find Out Who Really Loves You, Young Brothers and Young Sisters. So you know in life you go through things. You got ups, you got downs, you got highs, you got lows. You got.
Hold on, I want to see this one right here.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Y'all know me, your boy Prince Latif. I'm back again with another heavy one, y'all. I got a young brother in here with me in prison. Y'all know where we at? So I want y'all to listen to what he got to say and take heed. Now, I got a couple questions I'm going to ask him. Please pay attention. For the viewers out there, the audience out here on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is. What's your name, bro? What we call you?
Lil Shamar, but in the city they call me Lil Bro.
Lil Bro, Lil Shamar, alhamdulillah. Where you from?
Michigan City.
Michigan City, Indiana. Okay, so now clearly we in prison, bro. How old were you at the time that led to your arrest and your conviction?
I was 17.
17?
17! Got 45 years. And it's 1,000 of them in there. It's 1,000 of them in there. This whole notion that Karmelo, he was just 17. Listen, that's who's doing the crime on the streets. If you look at the not just the teen takeovers, not just the carjackings, we know they're doing all of that. But the murders, the 17-year-olds are doing a shit ton of the murders. A shit ton. Press 1.
10 years old. So all you 17-year-old, you teenage boys out there, please pay attention. Now, how old are you now?
22.
22. What crimes were you convicted of?
Murder.
Murder. So everybody out there thinking about committing murders, listen to what he finna tell y'all. So did anyone that you so-called trusted in the streets make a statement against you or testify against you for the prosecution in your case?
Yes.
They did. So now do you understand that there was no loyalty in them streets?
Sure.
He definitely does. You understand what he learned? No loyalty in the streets. Now this is a major question I want to ask you, and I want you to give me an answer to. At the age you are now, even though you're still young, bro, what advice would you have for a 17-year-old that was living how you was living at 17?
Listen to your mama.
Listen
never
to your
tell you
mama.
nothing wrong. Listen to your mama, bro.
That's
Niggas
deep.
that lead you in the wrong path.
You understand what he's telling y'all? Listen to your mama. Everything he going through, he in here with 45 years that he been having since he was 17 years old.
You notice he ain't say listen to your father, and that's okay. Listen, I grew up. I was single. I grew up with a single mother. Listen, you notice he don't say listen to your father, but listen, man. Honestly, man, it probably don't even matter, man. the streets, being a badass, being a tough guy, being popular, when you got a community where that's really the only way to get a claim. You make straight A's, you in the glee club, you in the motherfucking mathnasium, you motherfucking get 1,600 on yes. It don't nobody give a fuck about none of that in the black community. Okay? You want some acclaim, you want some praise, you want to be somebody, you want to, get adulation and praise from your community. Gotta be a motherfucking thug, nigga.
And the advice he has for youngsters in the streets is to listen to your mama. What your mom was telling you when you was out there.
Stay out the way, focus on school. She kept trying to keep me in sports, but I was hard-headed. And I was too loyal. I was loyal to a default to people who weren't really for me.
Now let me ask you this. If you listen to your mom, you think you'll be here today?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I know I won't be here today.
Alhamdulillah. So that's a simple but deep answer. The advice he has for people that's his age, when he caught that case, is to listen to your mama. And since he said that, I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. Alhamdulillah. Listen to your.
Listen, man. It's a gang of niggas in here. Listen, I want you to see this. This is the last one.
Good brothers, I'm back again with the heaviest of all the reminders that I gave y'all. Now remember, I told y'all when they give y'all that time in prison, they gonna want y'all to do it. Now check this out. Good brother, St. Louis.
That's right.
How much time you got?
Right now I got 95 years.
So how long you been in prison?
I've been in prison 28 years.
28.
95 years. He walked down 28. He done walked down 28. I'm not good at math, even though, let me see, 95, 28, that would be 67 years left. He did 28 and he got 67 left.
8 years on a 95-year sentence. How old was you when you caught this case?
I caught this case when I was 36 years old.
And how old are you now?
I'm 64 years old right now.
And when you came in, you weren't in this wheelchair, was you?
No.
Brother C4, how much time you got in prison, bro?
200.
200 years. How long you been in prison?
23.
23 years he been in prison. He got 200 left. I mean, he started out with 200. He got 177 years left. He got 177 years left on his sentence. God, dog.
3 years incarcerated on a 200-year sentence. How old was you when you caught your case?
43.
And how old are you now?
65.
65. So that's 200 years, 95 years, and y'all know I got 170 years. That's a total of 465 years in this cell right now between us three, little bro. 465 years. He been gone for 28 years. The brother been gone for 23. I've been gone for 14. That's a total of 60.
This nigga only did 14. He got 173 years. This nigga got 169 years left on his sentence. Holy shit. Yo, it's not funny, but it's like, God damn, man. Holy shit. Oh, and people acting like 35 years is like, oh my God, they gave him Listen, man. Listen.
Karmelo Anthony's motion for a new trial has officially been denied.
Your wig has been denied.
Karmelo Anthony's request for a retrial has been denied. His 35-year prison sentence for murdering Austin Metcalf stands. Karmelo Anthony's defense team argued that the gentleman's agreement to keep toxic character evidence out of the original trial completely derailed their strategy. They claimed it scared Anthony away from testifying in his own self-defense. However, prosecutors fiercely pushed back. During the hearing, they unveiled shocking, previously unseen cell phone records and school documents to show what the original jury never heard. And we've all seen it. Those text messages were damning and clearly showed Karmelo Anthony had a history of violence, and it was just a matter of time before he harmed someone gravely. Judge Chitty got it right, just as Judge Roach did. Carmelo Anthony's request for a
So the judge has made his ruling in the Carmelo Anthony motion for new trial. And we're going to talk about sort of what that means in the bigger picture and what's next. So Carmelo Anthony's lawyers' goals going into this were twofold. Number one, they wanted to get a new trial. Number two is they wanted to build as big a record as they could going up on appeal, because now is the only time that they could really get evidence, new evidence into this case. So when it goes up on appeal, there's more things that can be reviewed. So now that the judge has denied the motion for new trial, now basically they've sort of hit their secondary goal here, which was to make as robust a record as they could. And so now a lot of these issues are simply going to get re-reviewed. I don't even know that Judge Chitty's ruling it, how crucial it is in the big thing, because it was always going to get reviewed either way. Carmelo Anthony appealing it on his own, or had the DA's office lost, then they would certainly have appealed, and we would really be the same place. Probably gives the prosecution a little bit of momentum going into that, potentially some findings that might help them there. But overall, these issues simply don't go away because I think more than one court on appeal is going to review these things. The gentleman's agreement, the access to the courtroom, those being sort of the bigger issues. So stay tuned. Case is going to die down for a little bit for now, but certainly not going away.
Wow, 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 wow. This racist, they just denied Carmelo Anthony's trial. Black lives just do not matter. This is crazy, man, but we ain't giving up. Free Carmelo Anthony, you still coming home, but that's wild.
Okay, don't panic. So if you're following Carmelo Anthony, don't panic. Don't panic at the fact that the new judge turned down the motion for him to get a new trial. So what? His lawyers knew they were going to do that. They're all in cahoots. So what happens is now...
Well, if they're all in cahoots, then if everybody's in cahoots, what the fuck is you even doing the next thing for? Why are you even doing the next motion? Everybody's in cahoots.
They're going to file a PCRA, Post-Conviction Relief Act. So when they file the PCRA, that'll probably get denied too, because it's like if somebody asks me something and I say no, they ask my friend's going to say no to back me up, and then my sister's going to say no to back us up, and then my brother's going to say no to back us all up. So that's what it is, right? When they start filing a PCRA and go through the appeals process, they're going to file it to, they already, they know they got to file it to the Texas State Court, the Third Circuit, and then they're going to file it to the Texas Superior Court, and then the Texas Supreme Court, and they're all going to turn it down. And then they're going to file it to the feds. And when it gets to the federal level, that's a habeas corpus. And when they file that habeas corpus, what they're going to do on the federal level with fresh eyes, no connection to nothing, they're going to objectively look at it, and they're not looking for guilty or innocent. What they're looking at is, was his constitutional rights violated anyway? Any one of them at all? And we know there was several of them that were violated, but they're going to see that first one, and that's it. And then they're going to say all these constitutional rights of his was violated. Now we're going to send it back down.
You do understand that the federal government is under Trump, and you're a blackish woman, so we know how you feel about Trump. So what the fuck are you even talking about?
Carmelo Anthony's motion for new trial was denied, but his appeal has been alive since July. The notice of
Let's go back to. You're gonna get into some fuckery, man. You're gonna do some fuckery, man. I'm gonna drop the link too, man. I'm gonna drop the link. Salute. We're looking for 10 people to sponsor the show tonight. Can we get 10 Ock Nation supporters to sponsor the show tonight, man? Drop it. Put something. put something on tonight's program. We're looking for 10 Ock Nation supporters to sponsor the show tonight. Let's see where we at. This is why I carry mace right here.
Was a disturbing dog attack caught on camera in a Long Island neighborhood.
This is why I carry
Two
mace.
pit bulls here going after a couple, and
This is why I carry mace. This is the exact reason why I carry mace.
was a disturbing dog attack caught on camera in a Long Island neighborhood. Two pit bulls here going after a couple, and then a neighbor who stepped in to help. Now the victims and other neighbors want these dogs out. Carolyn Gussoff spoke with the pet owners, who will now have to face a judge.
One moment, two dogs appear to be innocently exploring a neighbor's front yard. The next, unprovoked, they chase a passing jogger and maul her. The attack.
Yeah, she's running though. Like if she's running, the dog gonna chase her. Yeah.
Goes on for minutes. A Good Samaritan tries to help. He too is attacked. Moments later, the dogs turn on the jogger's husband.
I was spinning around saying, stop, 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 get off, get off. And the dogs were just snoring at me. And I'm black and blue from here all the way down everywhere. So, and slashes and cuts.
Larry Ballero says his injured wife is afraid to come outside. Dix Hill's neighbors say they fear for their lives after the same two dogs attacked a teen on a bike in July.
I'm a dog lover, but this is not like a Chihuahua. This is a dog that can do grave bodily harm.
These dogs are just out and they're vicious. They're predators, you know? And the woman comes up to me and says, oh, that dog's a mush. I said, really? Because it was biting, it was eating my hand.
The dog's owner defends Buddy and 18-month-old Henna, a rescue she says was badly abused.
The little one has fear issues.
Bitch, somebody would shoot your ass. Bitch, you should be shot. Somebody should shoot that wig off your head, bitch. I don't give a fuck if you old. Bitch, your dog done bit 4 people in the fucking neighborhood, bitch, and you sitting there defending that shit. And you let them roam around unshaded. Somebody should shoot this old bitch. And listen, we see senior citizens shot all the time on this channel. We saw 3 the other day, or one day, 3 senior citizens got shot. But damn it, man. This bitch deserved to get shot for saying this shit. What, bitch?
Abused. The little one has fear issues. Why would we want vicious dogs? Come on, my baby.
The owners say the dogs escaped through a gate left open by gardeners in July and by a realtor this month. They insist.
Yeah, but how can you? No, I don't know. Fuck that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. I wouldn't have gave her a second chance. I wouldn't have gave her a second chance to do that shit. Fuck all that. Fuck what you talking about, bitch. Fuck all that shit. You out of your fucking mind? Bitch, is you out of your fucking mind? You got to be crazy, right? You got to be crazy, bitch.
It won't happen again. The gate is now padlocked.
I feel horrible. I went to the hospital. My mother went next door to check on the woman. Okay? We don't have vicious dogs.
The town of Huntington says it's
We don't have vicious dogs. Oh my God.
3 dangerous dog cases against the owner. That means a judge will now have to determine if the dog should be legally designated as dangerous.
I'm not putting my dogs down. no matter what.
I want these dogs not hurting anyone else.
A judge will hear both sides on Friday morning. In Dix Hills, Long Island, Carolyn Gushoff, CBS News, New York.
Jeez.
And that is where we start tonight at 6 o'clock. I'm Natalie Pasquarella.
And I'm David Ushery. Men from Long Island and New Jersey facing charges. They're all allegedly caught up in a complex drug ring that stretched from New York to the Penn State campus.
And one of the alleged ringleaders is from Westbury, Long Island. Investigators say this operation used fraternity pledges to funnel drugs to Penn State students, allegedly getting the drugs from New York to Philly. We have News 4's Greg Sergo live in Westbury with more on how it all unfolded, Greg.
And Natalie, this Westbury Street is home to that former student and alleged leader of the drug ring. He's one of 4 Long Island men and 3 from New Jersey charged in connection with selling cocaine on the Penn State campus. Is there anything you want to say? No response today from this woman entering the Westbury home of Agostino Abatiello. He's the 24-year-old who surrendered to Pennsylvania authorities today, a day after failing to appear in court on charges he was the leader of a major cocaine ring on the campus of Penn State University.
Completely shocked.
Fuck the state pen, fuck holes at Penn State.
I can't believe it.
This neighbor today called the Abatiello family hardworking, but Pennsylvania's Attorney General describes Agostino Abatiello as Penn State's largest drug dealer in 2023 and 24.
Large amounts of cocaine, kilos, were brought from Philadelphia and New York to State College, where they were cut and packaged for sale primarily to Penn State students.
In all, 13 current or former Penn State students have now been
slanging on the motherfucking campus, man. I sold weed when I was in college. And, you know, nothing like these dudes doing. I'm talking about dimes, man. Quarters, ounces, shit like that. These motherfuckers moving kilos of coke on Penn State. And listen, was there any violence associated with this? Probably not. But all it would take is somebody to find out that these cornballs had some kilos, come up there, try to rob them, robbery go left. Then you got a dead body on campus. Press 1. Or you have, you know, shots being fired on campus. Or you have somebody, niggas, running up in the wrong dorm room and killing, you know, the wrong person because they like, we know you got the shit, and they in the wrong dorm room. So this is very dangerous for other students, man. This is they put other people on campus in jeopardy because if some niggas found out that these boys had some kilos, they coming to get that. If some Hispanics find out these boys got some kilos, they coming to get that. Press 1. They coming to kick in that door of that frat house. These some motherfucking students and shit. These motherfuckers ain't thugs. These motherfuckers are students. They're gonna do some time too. This ain't no probation case. This some time. Now I'm sure they don't have priors, but I still think they're gonna end up doing some time. Maybe not a lot of time. Maybe some short shit. Couple years. Some of them might do 6 months that ain't got much to do, but somebody gonna do some time off of this.
Charged. Prosecutors say the cocaine was packaged at 2 off-campus fraternities, with fraternity brothers and pledges doing the work.
Cutting and bagging cocaine was, for some pledges, an indoctrination into the Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi fraternities.
Abatiello was with the Sigma Chi fraternity. A former accounting student whose About Me page said,
Jew,
had a passion for numbers. In a statement, Penn State said it's horrified by the allegations, but prosecutors say there's no evidence drugs were packaged on the university campus itself. In Secaucus today, News 4's Sarah Wallace visited the home of one of the 3 New Jersey men also.
Oh, why she gotta go to the person of color house? All them white boys, and the only person house they go to is the motherfucking near color, man. Fucked up, man.
Charged in connection with this ring, but Mohammed Harabi's mom declined comment.
Mohammed Harabi. Yeah. I don't know, man. What's up? Salute, man. Support the channel, man. Support the channel, man. Hit the like button, man. Sponsor the show, man. Look for 10 people sponsor the show tonight, man. If you're watching on Rock Nation News, salute to you.
A neighbor, however, expressed the same surprise voiced by many close to these defendants.
I just heard about this morning, and I'm devastated for the family. I'm devastated for the other children. I'm sad for them.
Back here in Westbury, where there's word that Abatiello was ordered held without bail today by a Pennsylvania judge. A parent of one of the students has also been charged in connection with this case, allegedly for trying to conceal evidence.
Well, this ain't a bad thing getting held without bond. Because let me tell you what. It's going to take a while to go to trial, right? All cases do, right? So say this take 2 years to go to trial, right? And they sit for 2 years. When the trial come up, they're going to get time served. Press 1. They're going to give them time served. So sitting right now is not a bad thing. And then you already get to get used to jail, prison, or whatever the fuck. They're going to be in jail, but you get to get used to jail because you're going anyway. You might as well bust your cherry down, man. You're going anyway.
From investigators. We're live in Westbury. Greg Sergel, News 4 New York.
Greg, thank you for the latest. We go to.
You're going anyway. You're going anyway. You motherfucker, you going to jail, motherfucker. He said, wig split, cheese busted.
But we began with gunfire erupting inside of an Atlanta's adult club early this morning. 2 people shot tonight, 1 in custody, another in the hospital recovering. Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 5 News at 10. I'm Eric Perry. Police say this was not a shootout between 2 people. Fox 5's Tara Jabor joins us live now with the latest on this investigation. Tara.
Well, Eric, the shooting happened at Tokyo Valentino here behind me, but it happened at the club, which is in the back of this building. Now, the victim here, they're expected to be okay. The suspect is a 23-year-old who's now in police custody. Around 6 a.m., Atlanta police say a man was shot inside of a club at Tokyo Valentino on Cheshire Bridge Road.
Shocking. It just doesn't happen in our facility. Yes, I was really taken back by the whole thing. We have a very safe environment.
Police say there was a verbal argument that led up to the shooting.
When the bullets went off, people ran. And once people ran, the alleged person that fired the gun, I guess, ran with the crowd, and there was no way for our staff to know who was involved.
Investigators say 23-year-old James Jenkins shot a 35-year-old. Then police say a security guard discharged a firearm that hit the suspect before the suspect left. The suspect, Jenkins, is now charged with aggravated assault.
It was made very quickly as well, so I'm very happy the APD responded as quickly as they did, apprehended the suspect.
Coleman says they have a lot of security, so he was shocked to hear that someone was able to get into the club with a gun.
We have 6 security on staff on Saturday nights. We do have one dedicated security person at our entrance point, and that person did pat down every single person coming into our facility last night. So frankly, it's shocking that the gun got in.
He says they may make a change to prevent a gun from coming into the club again.
We might implement a wand system where security does have a wand where they can metal detect with a wand.
And this shooting is still under investigation. We'll, of course, keep you updated as we learn more. Reporting live in Atlanta, Tara Jabor, Fox 5 News.
All right, Tara, thanks so much.
Salute, man. Salute to everybody out there, man.
People who knew and loved a 15-year-old girl who was also a young mother are really trying to wrap their minds around why she is not here today.
A day after she was shot and killed at a Cleveland area apartment complex, the community is mourning while investigators work to determine what led up to that deadly gunfire.
A day after a 15-year-old girl lost her life in this apartment complex behind me, the community is still in shock and mourning the loved one and neighbor they lost. I'm Nadina Busada, your Cuyahoga County reporter.
Were you guys close? She's at my house every day waiting on me.
After Allie Thurman's friend was killed,
she was like a sister. She was only 15.
Today she still struggles to process the reality.
It was an excruciating heartbreak to see her laying there. And
it was Thursday around 1:30 to 2 when Thurman learned about a shooting in the laundry room at her complex. So she rushed home.
I went up there and I seen her laying there. And I knew she was gone.
Police tell us they found 15-year-old Christine Bogarty shot and killed at Jennings Commons.
Oh, Christine Bogarty. It wasn't a black girl. What do you think? Who you think the shooter was, man? Give me an ID on the shooter, guys. A preliminary ID on the shooter. The girl, she sound like an Italian. Bogarty. She sound like an Italian, man. What do you guys think the shooter is, man? What would you think, man? What do you guys give the shooter? I'm gonna go with black, man, because you always bet on black, man, especially in neighborhoods where there's a bunch of black people. That neighborhood got a bunch of black people in it. You can tell, man, you can see this neighborhood got a bunch of black people in it, man. The neighborhood got a bunch of niggas in it, man. Now, if it ain't no niggas in there, there's still a good chance that a black person did that shit, man. Sorry. I'm sorry. Shit. But this neighborhood got a lot of blacks in it, man. I hate to say it, man. It looked like I would probably bet that a black person did this shooting. Shit. A lot of sons, man. A lot of sons over in this neighborhood, man. Everybody hit the like button. Sponsor the show. Hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe too, man. Subscribe. Get your ass subscribed to this channel, man. Everybody subscribe. Let's get a subscribe. Let's get a subscribe moment. Let's have a moment of subscribeness. Of subscribe sense. Let's have a moment of subscribe sense. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now.
And I seen her laying there. She was a good child. She was not a bad child.
Retrieved 2 weapons at the scene and are still investigating comments. Not long after, they arrested 2 15-year-old boys connected to
Two 15-year-old boys. How much time you think these 15-year-old boys gonna get for killing this girl in the laundry room? How much time you think they're gonna get? 35 years? Two 15-year-old boys arrested.
The shooting. We have strong information to suggest that the victim is known to the suspect is known to the victim.
They also retrieved 2 weapons at the scene and are still investigating what led to the gunfire.
Sometimes individuals perhaps don't control their emotions or their reactions to situations, and unfortunately we have these scenarios.
All while this community grieves the loss of a young mother.
She was a good person. She was a good child. She was not a bad child at all. She had her kid 24/7.
What do you want to say?
She's 15, running around with a beige baby. She in a laundry room with 2 killers.
The ones that are responsible.
I want them to see them to be gone forever. I want them to send them away the way that she'll never come back, and they should never be able to come back either. They should never be a part of society again.
Reporting in Cleveland, your Cuyahoga County reporter, Nadina Busada, News 5.
Nadine is your Cuyahoga County reporter, so if there's a story that you think she should be telling, send her an email to nadine.abusada@wews.com.
Mother allegedly shot by the father of her children while holding their baby, all because of an argument over school supplies. Fox 5's Barb.
Listen, a lot of people think that it's over. It's not over school supplies. It's over built up anger, resentment. It's over a woman just being hysterical, out of control. Also, women, when they holding the baby, they talk a lot of shit because they think that the baby protects them. And it do with me. Shit, the baby gonna protect you with me. I ain't gonna hit you while you holding the baby. Now watch tomorrow I fucking hit my wife while she holding her son. But I tell you this. Some do, like dealing with a woman is a motherfucker, boy. You never know when you're gonna crack.
Barnard outside the family's home in Bowie with what we've learned today.
The victim in this case survived the attack. It's described in graphic detail in these court documents. She's 38 years old, was shot in the head while sitting on her bed holding the couple's 2-month-old baby. Apparently, they were arguing over their ability to pay for back-to-school supplies for their children. The couple has 6 children. All of them were inside the house at the time, ranging in age from the 2-month-old up to 16 years old. The gun that was used in this case, according to police, was found in that mailbox over there.
That's a lot of stress. Salute to Bird B. Bird B is in the building. Shout out to Bird B. Listen. It's tough dealing with a woman, boy. I tell you, man. Woman make you snap. I try not to be too judgmental sometimes, man, because I know you be with a woman to make you snap. Women don't have no filter. These modern women, you've taken away the threat of getting punched in the face by a man. We've removed the threat of physical male violence from the equation. Modern women out of control.
There. The suspect in this case is Kimball Hinton, 41 years old, a general contractor, now charged with attempted first-degree murder, attempted second-degree murder, assault, reckless endangerment, and several gun charges. The first call to 911, around 4:15 yesterday afternoon, was placed by a girl who told the dispatcher, "My mother was shot by my father." 2 minutes later, suspect Hinton called 911 and said, "I just shot my girlfriend." He's quoted as saying, "I shot her. The gun is in the mailbox." When police arrived on scene, Hinton was standing outside and was placed into custody without incident. He later told Bowie police he had every opportunity to leave the situation but didn't. According to the charging document, during their argument over back-to-school supplies for the children, another child tried to intervene, but Hinton reached into his pocket, pulled out a gun, and fired 2 rounds at the victim. She was found on the floor of the master bedroom. Police say they recovered the gun like this one, a Sig Sauer .380 caliber. They say Hinton was prohibited from possessing firearms because of previous convictions. He's being held without bond, has a court date next week. He could spend the rest of his life in prison with an attempted murder conviction. The victim is in the hospital in critical condition on a respirator, according to her mother, who says she drove up from North Carolina to be at her daughter's bedside. As for the children, we've seen several of them back here at the scene today.
Bob.
Wow. Wow. Ugh.
Exclusive. The family of the man allegedly murdered by a quadruple amputee is speaking.
Yo, didn't we just see this? The quadruple amputee was a white dude. I forgot where he was from. He killed somebody. He shot him. What the fuck?
Exclusive. The family of the man allegedly murdered by a quadruple amputee is speaking out. Professional cornhole player Dayton Weber accused of shooting his best friend Broderick Wells. The story out of Charles County making international headlines. Let's get out to Fox 5's Homa Bash, who has followed the story from the very beginning. Homa?
Well, Dayton Weber's attorneys want him released on home detention until his trial, which just got pushed back, possibly until next year. But I just spoke to the victim's mother, and she tells me every single second of this has been torture.
He shouldn't get to go home. We don't get a chance to see Brad again. I can never talk to my son again. He'll never come home again. Why should he have the liberty to go home?
Now, this all happened back in March
Oh
in
yeah,
Charles
that's
County.
the guy. Okay, yeah, that's the guy we was talking about. Yeah. So is this old or is this new? Is this old? Oh, it's new. I guess there's an update. Yeah, this is him.
Dayton Weber, the suspect in this case, is a professional cornhole player with no arms, no legs, profiled by ESPN, a local celebrity in Charles County for years. Weber was driving his Tesla in La Plata with 3 people inside. One of his best friends, Broderick Wells, in the passenger seat. An argument got heated and ended with Wells shot twice in the head. Police say Weber pulled the trigger, then dumped Wells' body miles away and fled to Virginia, where he was caught and extradited back to Maryland to face murder charges. Weber.
Yo, what the fuck? It's so crazy that it's an amputee that did the shit, quadruple amputee, that niggas can't even cry racism. Niggas can't really cry because it's a white dude. He's still a white guy, killed the black dude. Niggas can't even get to the racism part because it's so stunning. It's so shocking. It distracts you, man. Niggas, this amputee is white. Get him. Come on, niggas, cry. Come on, all you Nolan Wells niggas. Where you at, man? This white dude killed his black friend, man. You talk about a white dude killing his black friend? This is it right here. Press 1, man. This is the epitome of a white dude killing his black friend. Then he dumped the body. Y'all niggas gonna let this slide? How did he shoot with no hands? How is he a cornhole champion with no hands? How is he climbing this ladder with no hands? How is he shooting this gun with no hands? How is he shooting this pistol with no hands? He got something going on. Something they do. These people right here, sky's the limit for these people. Yo, these motherfuckers have a faced with challenges. Listen, these motherfuckers don't sleep on these type of motherfuckers. Especially in the modern world, 2026. Maybe back in the day, you stick this person in a room and you just leave them back in the room all day. You slide their plate under the door. People know you don't even know this motherfucker in the house. People know you 20 years, don't even know that motherfucker in there. He just in the back room all day. That's what they did with people like this back in the day. They leave you in the back room. You don't get to come out when company there. Don't nobody talk about you. Don't nobody mention you. Press one. That's how they used to do people like this back in the day.
Weber was driving his Tesla in La Plata with 3 people inside. One of his best friends, Broderick Wells, in the passenger seat. An argument got heated and ended with Wells shot twice in the head. Police say Weber pulled the trigger, then dumped Wells' body miles away and fled to Virginia, where he was caught and extradited back to Maryland to face murder charges. Weber's attorneys say it was self-defense. He was set to go to trial soon, but this week in Charles County Court, the prosecutors asked for a postponement over the defense attorney's objections because they do not have the DNA analysis just yet. The judge granted the delay. Now Weber's attorneys want him out of jail while he awaits trial due to his extreme disability. Weber's arms and legs were amputated due to an infection when he was a baby. But Wells' mom says she wants him to stay behind bars and wants justice for her son.
And the way I feel, it's not about hatred. It's not about revenge. It's about justice and looking at the overall picture. Is the community safe if he gets out? I mean, allegedly he done what he done to Brad. So is anyone else safe?
Broderick Wells' daughter, she just turned a year old in July, by the way. The Charles County Sheriff's Office tells me that they are following all ADA compliancy inside that jail with Weber. A new trial date has not yet been set.
Yeah. Yeah. The craziest part of that is that his best friend was a black dude who looked like a straight black. He looked like a regular nigga, man. Hey, everybody hit the like button, man. You ain't getting these stories nowhere else. You ain't getting these stories. Omaha, Nebraska.
An Omaha family wants to prevent future gun violence as they honor a slain father of 4. Thank you for joining us. I'm Bill Shammer.
I'm Quinicia Frazier.
You ain't know those niggas in Omaha, Nebraska, man. Wherever niggas at, man, they do the same shit. Niggas do the same shit. Can we get 8 more people to sponsor the programming, man? This program relies on you guys, man. We not blessed like these other channels to be monetized, be able to say anything you want and all that shit. We rely on you guys to support the channel. So we need you guys to support the channel. Let's see if we get 8 more people to sponsor the show, man. 8 more people to sponsor the show grant. Listen, man. Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Omaha, Nebraska got a nigga problem. A nigga problem.
Last night, we brought you the exclusive interview with LaShawn Leslie Jr.'s partner and his daughter. Tonight, they joined other family members at a prayer walk in his honor.
KETV News Watch 7's Carson Giral was there and brings us this story.
The prayer walk was filled with memories, laughter, and tears from family and friends of LaShawn Leslie Jr. Police say Leslie was shot and killed on Sunday in his home. Tonight, everyone at the prayer walk said the same thing. Leslie did not deserve this fate. Friends and family pray over the life of LaShawn Leslie Jr., a life they say was taken too soon.
He was so loving, so caring. He'll literally give you the shirt off his back.
Leslie's family says he was sitting on the couch Sunday when someone shot through the window.
My son didn't deserve this from nobody.
Now his family calls for change.
This ain't GTA, none of that.
He was living, sitting on the couch when somebody shot through the window. Jeez. That's nigga problems, man. Nigga problems, man. Niggas in town, man, bullets start flying around, man. Bullets start flying around, man, recklessly, man. Yeah, everywhere. Niggas in town, shit, start flying around. Jeez. Jeez. I feel bad for this people, man. I feel bad for these people, man.
For change.
This ain't GTA, none of that. This is real life. So we can't act like we're going to get another life because we're not. This is it. So do your due diligence and talk it out. Be a man and talk it out.
Leslie's father says this is a fate his son never deserved.
He was just an awesome guy all the way around. I can't even think of nothing bad to say about him. And that's just being honest with you. He had no enemies except for, so whoever did this, obviously.
His message is to not let strong emotions get the best of you.
You just got to be able to mind your business and leave others alone. Because if you was minding your business, you wouldn't have to worry about somebody else's business.
Now all Leslie's family and friends are left with is memories.
He kept our spirits up and inspired us to keep going. He always told us that we would be great in the future. And he always was around us to make us laugh and feel better.
Leslie's family told me he was a mentor to all the kids in the family. One kid even told me he lit up every room that he walked into.
Yeah, Carson, is there any update into the investigation?
There's not. I reached out to OPD a short while ago, and they said there's still no arrest, but they're encouraging people with tips to reach out to Crime Stoppers.
Of course, the reward for an arrest in a first-degree murder case up to $25,000. Okay, Carson, thank you.
Wow. He said something no value like, no, man. Unfortunately, man, they don't, man. Yee.
I'm Rob Cardwell. Here's some of the day's top stories. A second suspect is now facing charges in connection to last weekend's shooting at Virginia State University. Chesterfield police tell us 19-year-old Janiyah Johnson was arraigned on a charge of obstruction accessory after the fact. On Saturday, 5 people were shot outside the dorms at Virginia State. 1 was critically injured. Police had already arrested 19-year-old Cameron Harris, who was not a student at the school. And now police are charging Johnson with a misdemeanor. She is a student at VSU, and police say it was her dorm room where they found Harris hiding. Johnson is from Glen Burnie, Maryland. Police say she voluntarily turned herself in. State regulators are fining a Virginia manufacturing company after workers were exposed to a toxic chemical there. Our Tyler Land obtained that OSHA report after workers reached out to CBS 6 with their concerns. Condair, the Condair Group, makes cooling products for data centers at its Chesterfield facility. The company is facing $40,000 in proposed fines. Virginia OSHA investigators say 2 workers were exposed to formaldehyde.
All right. Holy shit.
In another breaking news update, we've learned why a Fresno County prosecutor was in Courthouse Park in downtown Fresno this afternoon when he was stabbed. The deputy district attorney was part of a campaign commercial shoot moments before he was attacked. Action News reporter Anna Torrea is live in downtown Fresno with this update tonight on the prosecutor's recovery and the investigation. Anna?
Margot, the Fresno County Sheriff's Office is actively working on this case. And while a suspect has been arrested, the Fresno County DA's office says that their prosecutors should be able to do their jobs without fear of violence. A prosecutor in recovery after he was stabbed in broad daylight Thursday afternoon.
I've worked for the Sheriff's Office for over 30 years, and this is one of many incidents that have occurred out here of violence.
The unprovoked violent attack happened in downtown Fresno's Courthouse Park just after 1 p.m. A Facebook post from Ashley Paulson, who's running for a seat within the Fresno County Superior Court, revealed that the deputy district attorney was shooting a campaign commercial when he was attacked.
It just amazes me that we continue to have acts of violence here in Courthouse Park.
Deputies jumped into action and rushed to find the suspect as law enforcement immediately secured the area. Minutes later, deputies found him off Van Ness Avenue and Fresno Street. A nearby witness who did not want to go on camera described the chaos that unfolded.
I heard running and yelling down here on the sidewalk here on Fulton. The suspect ran across the street with the backpack in his hand.
Deputies then used a taser to take the suspect down.
A bunch of sheriffs were chasing after him, hollering at him to stop, stop. He went and stopped. As soon as they got across the street, they had to tase him. And then the first taser didn't work, so they had to tase him again to get him to drop to the ground so they could secure him.
The sheriff's office described the suspect as a man in his 50s and has since been arrested. Our cameras caught the man detained in the intersection of Fulton and Fresno with at least 3 sheriff's deputies along with 2 EMS personnel.
Until we can actually learn more from this suspect and why he did what he did, and if we'll ever find that out, who knows.
Fresno County District Attorney Lisa Smitcat responding to Thursday's attack, saying that she is grateful to the sheriff's office for their quick action, saying in part, quote, "There is no place in our community for violence against those who serve it." Now, authorities were also able to recover a weapon from the scene, and the Fresno County Sheriff's Office still trying to determine whether or not this individual was unhoused. Reporting live in downtown Fresno, Anna Torrea, ABC 30 Action News.
Wow. See. Oh, we got a shooting at a football game, man. This might be our 3rd school shooting of the year, bro.
From Eyewitness News, this is breaking news.
Look like a lot of niggas, man. Look like a lot of niggas. Look like a lot of niggas, man. I'm sorry, man. Look like a gang of Negroes, man. Me, man. That's what it looked like to me. Oh, a lot of Latinos.
Breaking news from
No, these Latinos, man. These Latinas, man. These Hispanics.
And that breaking news from Southwest Bakersfield tonight, where a shooting has left at least 1 person injured and sent a local football game into chaos. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Rochelle Murcia.
And I'm Michael Patterson. The shooting happened near Independence High School as a football game was underway tonight. The Bakersfield Police Conference is giving a press conference right now. Let's listen in.
Rules that were in this altercation, which ultimately resulted in the shooting.
Any idea if the shooter and the suspect knew each other?
We have no information regarding the relationship between the shooter or the victim at this point.
And the suspect is still on the loose?
That is correct. The suspect is still outstanding at this point. So if anybody in our community has any information regarding this incident, no matter how big or small, please contact the Bakersfield Police Department at 327-7111.
Now, I have a quick question. On the way out here, obviously, we listen to scanners. We heard reports of an additional shot spotter in the area. Was that from the initial shooting, or do you know if there's a second gunshot fired after the initial shooting?
I'm not aware of any shot spotter activations in the area. However, based on our preliminary investigation and where shell casings are located, it does look like there may have been multiple locations within a relatively close proximity where shots were fired, and that may be what you're talking about right there.
And the shooting happened exactly where?
The shooting occurred just south of the football field, inside the gates of the football stadium, however, outside of the internal chain link fencing of the football field.
Was the game going on at the time?
The game was going on at the time. Good.
Game related?
Don't know at this point. That's a good question, though, Connor, but we'll absolutely put that out there once we know it. Awesome. Thank you, guys. If you guys want to hang out here, get some B-roll real quick. Once you guys get your B-roll, they will ask that you guys step back outside.
With the Bakersfield Police Department, they're wrapping up a press conference on this shooting at the Independence High School football game earlier tonight, where we are now learning at least one person has died in that shooting.
And we're also finding out that the suspect at this point in time has not been apprehended.
So the suspect, he gonna get 35 years too, man. All these young people going to jail
In
for
another breaking news update, we've learned why a
it's no.
We do have new details this afternoon on the breaking news story we first told you about last night involving a shooting at a food mart in Ocala. Investigators say the victim has now died and a suspect is in custody. TV20's Majesty Wiggins visited the Ocala food mart today to find out what led to that shooting.
Right now, the store is quiet, a very different scene from what police say they were dealing with yesterday evening. When Ocala police officers arrived at this food mart in Ocala, they found a man with a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital and later died. We now know his name, 45-year-old Ian Stein. The store manager tells me Stein was an employee in training. The manager says a group of young men entered the store and were trying to purchase tobacco product. According to the manager, Stein asked them to provide identification. When they refused, the manager said that's when the fight broke out. Police have not yet confirmed the manager's account of what led to the shooting. I spoke with a man who lives nearby who says he recognized Stein as an employee and was there just an hour before the shooting.
Yes, I seen it. I was actually walking down the road, coming from my house, going to the other store down that way, and I seen all the activity.
Investigators identified 19-year-old Colonel Brown as the suspect. OPD found Brown at residences at Adams Bay Apartments shortly after the shooting. He was arrested and is now behind bars. I also spoke with the store owner who called Stein a good employee.
There, and he's supposed to start regular job from Monday, which is this Monday. So Tuesday he got killed. He was a cool guy.
He started the job on Monday and Tuesday he got killed. Sorry, young brothers, but you need an ID. Bam! Holy shit, man. Listen, man. It's okay. I does this, man. I do this, man.
Actually, the best guy worked for me.
We will hear more from the store owner at 5 and 6. Ocala police are still investigating what led up to the incident, as we'll follow that investigation closely. In Ocala, Majesty Wiggins, TV 20 News.
Majesty Wiggins.
Details about last month's tragic shooting in the district. A 12-year-old boy in juvenile court accused of killing his 13-year-old friend. And we're now hearing.
Now, this kid, he not going to do 35 years. This kid going to get out when he's 21. He may get out when he's 16. May get out when he's 18. He ain't going to be in there past 21. No shot in hell.
From the little boy's mom, the victim's mom. DC News Now's Randy Bass joining us live outside of court. And Randy, we're learning more about what happened that night. What are you learning?
Yes, this 12-year-old suspect in the death of his 13-year-old friend is going to stay in custody. The judge today finding probable cause for all 5 charges he's facing. And today in court, we learned a lot more about the moments leading up to that fatal shot.
Can't believe this happening. Can't believe I'm really going through this.
Like, it's just crazy.
Mattia Mims processing the loss of her 13-year-old son, Ahmad, a rising 8th grader at KIPP DC in Northeast.
Ahmad was an amazing child. Like, Ahmad, all he did was smile. He would have graduated. He would have went to prom. He would have got his first summer job when he turned 14.
Allegedly shot and killed by a 12-year-old boy on Rosedale Street, Northeast, back on July 11th. That suspect was supposed to start 7th grade this month, now in custody, facing involuntary and voluntary manslaughter charges in juvenile court. The preteen allegedly telling police Ahmad was like a brother to him, crying in court today. An MPD homicide detective testified he told them multiple versions of what happened and that 4 of them had been sitting in his Rosedale Street living room playing with a Glock 19 he'd gotten from his older brother's bedroom upstairs. They passed the gun around. The 12-year-old pointed it up in the air, and when he brought it back down, the gun went off and hit Ahmad in the chest. He allegedly told...
I know that happened to my buddy, man. That happened to my buddy, man. My next door neighbor when I was a kid. It didn't happen in the apartment that we lived next door, but it happened to him. My man, out of Dio, Delhi, man. Dang. Kids playing with guns, but the boy did it on purpose. The boy, in this case, the boy, it wasn't an accident. The boy pointed it at him and shot him. He did a year in juvie, too. He did 1 year in juvenile. Chad ended up getting killed by a dyke. He got paralyzed first. He was paralyzed in a wheelchair, and then he got killed by a dyke. Whew. Yep, this is DC, man. This shit happen all the time up there, man. Niggas ain't even supposed to have guns.
Police, he dragged his friend's body down the front steps out onto the sidewalk to try to get him some help. His defense describing this all as accidental. Ahmad's mother still trying to make sense of it all. She believes the 2 boys had gotten into a fight in the weeks before the shooting.
He came to my door plenty of times to come get Ahmad to play. I didn't see him in my house. I invited him in my house.
And the suspect's defense in court today said he's actually been receiving threats since all of this happened and that he even left D.C. for several weeks this summer for his own safety. The suspect will be back in court again next week for a detention hearing. In Northwest, I'm Randy Bass, D.C. News Now.
Randy, thank you so much for that update. Chaos.
Ooh.
He didn't fire the bullet that killed the Trader Joe's assistant manager, but today a jury found Jean Atkins guilty of second-degree murder for causing her death. Prosecutors say Atkins led police on a pursuit in 2018, then opened fire on officers outside the Silver Lake store.
Melly Corrado was caught in the crossfire that accidentally killed by a police officer. KTLA's Sandra Mitchell is in Silver Lake Forest tonight with more on the verdict. Sandra.
Micah and Cher, it was a really chaotic and deadly day at this Trader Joe's back in 2018. Today in court, the shooting victim's family got justice again. guilty of second-degree murder. That's the verdict tonight in a retrial for the man at the center of a deadly shooting outside a Silver Lake Trader Joe's in 2018.
We spent 7 years fighting for justice. Finally, we have a deal with the city, but I never expected to be here again.
27-year-old Melly Corrado, the store's assistant manager, was killed in the shootout, which started with a police pursuit of 37-year-old Gene Atkins, who crashed his car and fired at officers before running into the store and holding customers hostage. The retrial included stunning video evidence of Corrado's last moments.
I saw the video of Melly coming back into the store. She went underneath the desk, and then she lay flat, and she expired. I saw her doing the last breath. And then her body went. That shocked me.
That fatal shot was actually fired by an LAPD officer who said he was defending himself, his partner, and the public. But in June, Atkins was convicted of 40 other counts. The jury acquitted him of first-degree murder. And at the time, LA County DA Nathan Hochman said Atkins got what he deserved.
Today is a day where justice actually occurred for the victims.
The DA then decided to pursue the second-degree murder charge, resulting in today's guilty verdict. Atkins, already locked up on previous convictions, was not in court for his retrial.
He's a coward. He should have faced the consequences of his actions. He's a coward. He shouldn't be here. And I think the judge should have forced him to be here and face reality, face what he did.
Sentencing for Gene Atkins is set for Monday, and the judge in the case says he will order him to be there. We're live tonight in Silver Lake. I'm Sandra Mitchell, KTLA 5 News. Sharon, Micah, back to you.
Jeez.
And we're getting a better look at the person wanted for killing a CTA worker back in June. Chicago police releasing this enhanced video of the suspect in a gray hooded sweatshirt with a black bear claw on the back. This is near the CTA facility at 99th and State, where Kevin Barlow was carjacked and then
we covered this. Yeah, we covered this a while ago. Damn. We covered that a while ago. Shit. That was like a month ago with some change. They still looking for the guy. They still don't have the guy in custody.
killed. Barlow's family, friends, and co-workers will be in that area tomorrow, passing out flyers and encouraging anybody with info to come forward. A $12,000 reward is being offered for information that leads to an arrest and conviction.
Yeah. Shit. Everybody hit that like button. Subscribe. Let's see.
New developments in a frightening series of incidents in Philadelphia. The man wanted for terrorizing people wearing a creepy doll mask apparently now has ties to Southern California.
Gigi Graciette is live in Sherman Oaks now with more on what we know about the suspect. He's making these trips back and forth, Gigi.
Jen and Bob, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Police say they have surveillance video of this suspect packing up his bags and getting out, and they believe he could be traveling here to Los Angeles or Las Vegas.
Zamir Hughes was trying to scare people, make them run. Who's scared now? Who's running now?
Today, the manhunt is on from Philadelphia to Los Angeles for 22-year-old Zamir Hughes, accused of terrorizing people in Philadelphia's Center City area, terrorizing them, assaulting, chasing, and threatening random people, all the while wearing a Chucky-like Halloween mask. Police, who say Hughes is actually on probation for another crime and has ties to LA and Las Vegas, and he travels here frequently. Surveillance cameras throughout Center City capturing the bizarre behavior, including one incident where he chased a female runner around Dilworth Park. All the while, say police, appearing to record everything on his cell phone. And that's not all, because they say that as he chased her, he kept asking her over and over again if she was ready to die. She kept running and managed to get away, but she did end up falling and severely injuring herself. And that's why this guy is now facing felony assault charges.
That statement to her, "Are you ready to die?" She's startled. He repeats that phrase. She turns around, runs away from him, and in the process, she severely injures one of her legs. I think he filmed this for social media content, either A, for his own sick personal amusement, or B, he had plans of posting it online at some point and possibly monetizing it.
Again, the DA says Hughes will be facing felony and misdemeanor charges, including assault. They have on tape a lot of victims who have yet to come forward and file a police report. And in the Philly area, they're hoping those folks will do that. And meanwhile, here in Los Angeles and in Las Vegas, they're hoping that anyone who spots Zamir Hughes will call 911 so they can catch this guy. Reporting live, I'm Gigi Graciette. Back to you.
Oh man, I tell you, man. Motherfucker.
Two shootings.
It never stops, man. I'm just here, man, so I don't get fined, man. We need 8 more people to sponsor the show. 8 more people to sponsor the programming. 8 people. Are there 8 people out there that can sponsor the program right now? Let's go ahead and see if we can get some people to sponsor the program. Man, I tell you straight up, I do this every night. But tonight, I am gonna act. I am gonna be surprised. Like it is so much. We only get to a drop of the bucket, right? The other channels, they do like molecules, right? We at least get a drop that's in the bucket. It's so much niggatry going on, man. So much niggatry going on. Let's see.
In 2 days at an Atlanta apartment complex, and police say an attempted robbery led to the most recent one. We took you to the scene on Channel 2 Action News this morning, and Channel 2's Tom Regan is joining us live from there right now. Tom, you spoke to one of the victims who says he was held at gunpoint.
Yeah, Karen, what an incredibly frightening ordeal for this guy with the deadly shooting here this morning and stray bullets flying through windows like this yesterday morning. A lot of folks who live here are very, very nervous.
People being murdered in the neighborhood is never a good thing.
Neighbor Fair Noir says gunfire is a familiar sound in her apartment community, like a flurry of shots that pierced windows and cars Thursday
And then a man shot to death here less than 24 hours later. Makes you question your safety living here?
It does, especially if those are stray bullets, like it's not directed towards anybody. That's really dangerous.
I just genuinely, I'm glad I'm alive.
Ricky Cooper doesn't live here, but became a victim of the violence. He says he and a friend, along with two teenage acquaintances, were in a car about to head to a recording studio around 1 a.m. Friday. He says in what was clearly a setup, the two teens drew guns and demanded jewelry, wallets, and cash.
They were in the front of the car having the guns to my head. He started driving, put his hand up like, hey, y'all don't need to do this. Literally just saying like, y'all don't need to do this. And then in a split of a second, all of a sudden you just heard the shot.
He says his wounded friend slumped over the steering wheel, hit the gas pedal, causing the car to crash into another vehicle. He jumped out and ran.
Put the guns to my face again, basically over the top of me, and was like, give me everything.
He says he handed over jewelry and cash. The robber left. He ran for help.
I'm like, my friend isn't up the hill, like he is dying.
Cooper says his friend was a well-known DJ in Atlanta, but didn't give his name. Food delivery driver Ashley Howard makes frequent stops here. Last month, she heard a flurry of gunfire.
Just shots ringing out from this apartment complex.
You're scared?
I was scared. I had to actually jump the curb.
Police haven't released the name of the shooting victim and have made no arrests. Live in Southwest Atlanta, Tom Regan, Channel 2 Action News.
Hey.
By Thursday afternoon, the crime tape was coming down and New Lots Avenue moving again. But look a little closer. 3 bullet holes are still in the glass of this bar and restaurant. One family now without their 17-year-old son, Amir Jordan.
He's not that much younger than myself, so it's kind of crazy to see.
About a half mile away, and just minutes later, more violence. 3 girls, 13, 15, and 16, stabbed or slashed right inside this Dollar Tree.
You don't know what to do. It's like, as a parent, you're faced with a lot of different things to get your kids safe.
And for parents here, that worry doesn't start with one bad night. Other teens have been caught in gun violence across Brooklyn this summer. And it's not just here. In the Bronx this past week, 2 teens were killed and 2 others shot.
We've been doing all that we can within our means.
Man Up is one of the groups trying to get in front of the violence here in East New York. Its founder says that the area has actually gotten safer.
Most people assume that we should be there. Where are we? Where are we not? And unfortunately, they just don't understand the lack of funding that is still needed.
He want more money. Maybe Mondami will give him some more money. Mondami will give him a whole lot of money. Shout out to Boy Kachina, man. Boy Kachina says, YouTube betraying Western nations. Keeping you on the DL is proof. Salute. Yeah, man. This channel, man. We back on the rise, though. We back on our way back to the top, man. We got 137 in the building. Each of you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. 137 in the building, man. This brother wants some more. He wants some more money. He want a grant. Sorry, brother. No more tax dollars, man. No more tax dollars, man. Sorry, brother.
These areas so that we can increase our presence.
But here on this block, people aren't talking about programs or numbers.
I'm just trying to stay alive the best way I could.
And out here on New Lots Avenue, I haven't seen the mayor's community safety teams at this location or on Van Sicklin, at least not yet. I know I've been speaking with neighbors and they tell me what they want is pretty simple. More young people making it home safely. In East New York, Hedrick Robinson, News 12.
So much stuff going on, man. Jesus. Back to Oklahoma, man. Niggas in Oklahoma. Fuck the East Coast and the West Coast. Oklahoma.
It has been months since the body of an Oklahoma mother was found badly decomposed in the North Canadian River.
Well, today her family says they're one step closer to justice. An arrest has now been made.
News 4's Sydney Batzloff joins us now live in studio. Sydney, investigators say the man accused of her murder was someone close to her. Tell us more.
Allie, Kevin, that's absolutely right. James Thompson was Stephanie Denson's boyfriend. Her family says he had a history of hurting her, and she was afraid to leave him. Now, nearly 3 months after her body was found, Thompson is locked up for murder.
It's a relief. You feel a certain peace, but it won't be complete until he's sentenced. And we feel like he got what he deserved.
That relief coming nearly 3 months after Stephanie Denson's body was found badly decomposed in the North Canadian River.
The woman appeared to have been stabbed and her throat was slit.
Now the man accused of doing it is behind bars. 54-year-old James Thompson was picked up by U.S. Marshals Friday, but getting to that arrest took time and technology played a key role.
Using flock cameras and phone records, Oklahoma County Sheriff's investigators were able to place Mr. Thompson at the scene of the murder. Because of the flock cameras, we have video evidence showing Mr. Thompson's vehicle, evidence that we believe will lead to a conviction.
The Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office says Denson's family told investigators Thompson had a history of hitting and choking Denson until she was unconscious.
Ms. Denson's family told investigators that she was afraid to stay.
Yeah, if somebody choke you, they're going to kill you. That's a great sign that they're going to kill you if they choke you. Choking is the precursor to murder, man. The precursor. Ladies, if a dude ever choke you, man, you gotta leave him, man.
With Mr. Thompson, and she was afraid to leave him. No one should ever be put in such a terrifying position.
Doretha Slade Holman is Denson's former mother-in-law and the grandmother of the 3 children she leaves behind. She says they're still struggling to understand what happened to their mother.
But he hurt those children tremendously. He did. And it hurts me when they hurt. So I'm not gonna cry. I'm trying not to. Just thinking about it, it angers me.
Thompson is in the Oklahoma County Jail tonight, facing charges of first-degree murder and desecration of a human corpse.
Man.
A man locked up, accused of attacking a woman while she was running at Lake Hefner. Here's the issue. It's the 3rd time he's been arrested just this month for alleged sex crimes against women across the metro. News 4's Paisley Porter is on Crime Watch.
Most days, Oklahoma City firefighters respond to flames. But last week, a firefighter's quick action helped save a woman from being attacked on Lake Hefner Trail.
I'm very sad that us as women as a whole have to keep our heads on swivels when we run.
Firefighters say they were conducting a routine training just behind me when they heard a woman scream. They turned to look at the trail and saw her dragged to the ground and into the tree line. That's when they say they stepped in to help.
The firefighters rescuing the woman and bringing her into this fire station for help. Several others following the man as he ran away from the area where the attack happened. That suspect, 26-year-old Jeff Asair. He has a lengthy criminal record dating back to 2023. This most recent string of crimes beginning August 1st when police responded to a possible rape near Northwest 23rd in Classen. At that time, multiple women also reported they had been sexually assaulted. Asair was arrested, but later released. 5 days later, he was arrested again.
The representation is crazy. We overrepresented in all this shit, man. No matter what. Yo. Yo.
After two women accused him of sexual battery near Scissortail Park. He was released shortly after. The jail saying charges were declined, the DA's office saying they can't get in touch with the women in those cases to get details of what exactly happened. That brings us to Asir's most recent arrest on August 12th when he allegedly attacked the woman at around 3 p.m., an attack that's alarmed runners at Lake Hefner.
The most recent incident here at Hefner, the victim was running in broad daylight and she was still attacked. And so I think ultimately this is the sad downfall of judges who are letting violent criminals out multiple times. And then us as women are the victims of those consequences.
In Oklahoma City, Paisley Porter, Oklahoma's News 4.
All right, Paisley. Now, right now, Asir is being held for first-degree rape at the Oklahoma County Jail.
Wow. Man. Woo.
Also topping the 10 tonight, a Memphis woman has been charged.
Green Barber.
Also topping the 10 tonight, a Memphis woman has been charged with murder in the stabbing death of her mother. Investigators say 43-year-old Tiffany Green Barber walked into a police station and admitted to killing her mom. Hello, I'm Greg Hurst. WRG's Caitlin Barker is live at the Memphis Police Precinct where that suspect turned herself in tonight. And Caitlin, a shocking set of circumstances.
It was shocking indeed, Greg. Now, police say that suspect came to this police station here on North Main with blood still on her clothes and admitted to stabbing someone at a home on Bethel Avenue. Now, I spoke to neighbors in the area who did not want to speak with me on camera, but they say the crime is a complete shock.
I was just wondering what was the reason for it to happen, because it's quiet on the street.
That question remains unanswered as police investigate the death of 74-year-old Janie Green. According to this affidavit, Green's 43-year-old daughter, Tiffany Green Barber, is accused of stabbing her own mother.
That was shocking more than anything.
Police originally responded to a disturbance call Tuesday morning at this home on Bethel Avenue. Authorities found the 74-year-old victim sitting in a chair with multiple stab wounds. Janie Green was pronounced dead by paramedics. In the neighborhood, I had a chance to speak with the family of those involved. Hi, I'm Caitlin Barker. I'm a reporter with News Channel 3.
But this time is a very critical time for the family.
Yeah.
We have no comments.
Along with first-degree murder, Green Barber is also charged with tampering with and fabricating evidence after police say she allegedly put the weapon in an alley on Bethel Avenue. Now, Green Barber is currently being held without bond. I'm Caitlin Barker reporting live for your news leader, WREG News Channel 3.
Damn. He said, where'd you get your statistics? This isn't Candace Owens' conversation. . Holy shit. Uh uh
Disturbing new video shows teenagers appear to receive contradictory orders from police. Here is that video. This was just seconds before an officer shot at them.
The St. Louis County Police Department released this video today of an officer-involved shooting that took place last month after a massive pool party in Spanish Lake got out of control. Fox News' Chad Mira shows us the chaos that led up to that shooting.
We want to warn you, this video we're about to show could be disturbing, but it appears to show in a very chaotic scene the teenagers complying with officer orders just seconds before a different officer opened fire. New video shows the moment two juveniles were shot by a St. Louis County police officer. This body camera video shows the teens driving toward an officer when he opened fire. But when you watch from another officer's perspective, you can see the teens getting contradictory orders just seconds before the shooting.
It did appear as though they were receiving two different sets of commands.
Rewind to the beginning of the night. County police responded after hundreds of teens showed up to a pool party on Prendergast.
Man, I ain't no.
Chaos erupted in the neighborhood. When police broke up the party, they pushed the crowd of teens to Bell Fountain, where they ended up at a McDonald's near Larimore. Throughout the police response, teens were reportedly shooting fireworks at officers. One was reported to have a gun.
There was a lot of chaos, a lot of fireworks being detonated at the scene at the restaurant.
One officer, armed with a less than lethal shotgun, approached the suspect vehicle, yelling at the teens to drive away. Scanner traffic shows that officer sounded his officer in need of aid alert.
With everything going on, I think he accidentally set it off.
That alert brought more officers to circle the suspect vehicle. When the juveniles started to drive off, an officer approaching from the front of the parking lot opened fire. It's not clear if the officer who pulled the trigger could hear the other officer's orders.
We are extremely grateful that no one lost their life during this incident.
Chief Cox wouldn't give his opinion of what he watched. He said the investigation remains ongoing. And
man, listen. Obviously, them little teens were doing something wrong. I'm not for punishing the officer. So I guess Blueface. These bang bang situations, people scared, man. You niggas got people scared. People got itchy trigger finger, man. Fucking with you. Itchy trigger finger fucking with y'all, man. Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. We'll come back tomorrow, man. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, man. We'll be back tomorrow. I appreciate all you guys, man. I'm thankful for all you guys too, man. We went for 2 hours, man. We'll do a Sunday show tomorrow, man. We'll do a show tomorrow. We're gonna do a big tomorrow. I'm gonna be back, man. I gotta get some rest, man. I'm about to pass out, man. Once again, man. We'll go to 2, man. We'll go to 2, man. We'll go to 2. Shout out to my man Steve. Steve Steve got us to 2. Let's go for this. Let's go hard to 2, man. We'll go hard to 2, man. Shout out to Steve, man. Steve in the building, man. Shout out to Steve. We're going to go hard till 2, man. We're going to go hard till 2. Pause. We're going to go hard till 2. Yikes. Did you hear about this?
Tonight, an accused killer is on the run in what police say was a targeted and relentless attack.
The investigators say Kendrick Williams waited for his girlfriend and the people trying to protect her at a Sunnyside home, then opened fire on their car, killing one woman and hurting 3 others. ABC.
We did that. Okay. I think this is the one where we did the story, but we didn't know who did it. We didn't know who the suspect was. But we should have bet on black. We did the story, and they just said that her friend got killed. She didn't even get killed. Her friend got killed. I think that's what, unless this is a different one. Because we just did one where, let's see.
At a Sunnyside home, then opened fire on their car, killing one woman and hurting 3 others. ABC 13's Jessica Willey live at HPD headquarters. And Jessica, the victim's mother says she's worried that he's still on the loose.
Yeah, this wasn't a random shooting, according to HPD, and not the first time. The victim's mother says her daughter tried to protect her friend, and for that, she says she was killed. Well, tonight, Kendrick Maurice Williams is charged with murder as well as 3 counts of aggravated assault and is wanted by police. With shattered glass still scattered across her driveway, Sabrina Davis now fears what could happen next.
Yes. Very dangerous.
Her daughter, Rosalind Williams, was killed here. Her son-in-law, Marcus Williams, critically wounded. 2 other women were also shot, including the accused gunman's girlfriend. It happened early Sunday morning after the group had just backed into the driveway at the house on Fairland. But police say the violence began earlier that night with a fight that got physical between Kendrick Williams and his girlfriend. Davis says her daughter went to get her.
So your daughter was trying to protect her. Thank you. That is not the first time she went and picked her up.
And with the rap sheet that goes back decades, it's not the first family member assault charge for the 51-year-old Williams. We found 3 involving 3 different women dating back to 2009. Davis says this weekend he made a violent threat he followed through on.
Said he was going to shoot our ass up.
According to court records, Williams, who is not related to the victims, ambushed them and fired into the vehicle, shattering windows. Surveillance video described by investigators captured the racking of a shotgun between each shot, records state. After shooting 4 times into the car, he found Marcus Williams crouched next to it and shot him.
Shot him like this.
A mass shooting in Davis's driveway. Williams then ran off. Davis says later she was dealt another blow in the form of this bouquet and a cryptic message from the sender.
When he dropped it off, he said, know where he is, but I'm not going to tell you.
For a mother grieving her daughter, that's difficult to comprehend.
Yeah.
And until Kendrick Williams, who has 4 warrants now for his arrest, is caught, she says she and her family can't feel safe.
I just hope that they get him some.
Jessica Willey, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Gee. Niggas, boy, I tell you, man. God damn, man. Yo, what percentage of outside of the home shootings do you think niggas commit? What percentage do you think are committed by niggas outside of the home shootings?
And let's get to new developments. A robbery is in the spotlight tonight because of what was stolen from who and how.
This surveillance video right here shows 4 people police want to talk to. Officers think one of them pulled a gun on a teenager to steal their hat. Channel 2's Courtney Francisco live now where this happened. So Courtney, this is one of the most popular stretches of the Beltline where you are.
And police say
a fucking hat. A lot of times niggas just rob you because they don't like you. Like robbery isn't always about the items. Sometimes it's intimidation. Sometimes it's like, fuck you, nigga. Sometimes it's like, it's not always like, oh, I need that thing that you have and I need to take it and use it. Robbery is like a punishment, like shitting on you, stunting on you. Rob that bitch ass. Man, that nigga pissed me off. I want to rob that nigga, man. Put the gun in your face. Like, you know, bitch ass nigga, I kill your bitch ass. Better get that shit up. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man.
the teenager was mugged right here where I'm standing. It's near the Kroger, Ponce City Market up ahead where you see those twinkling lights. That's the Beltline where a lot of people exercise, eat at the restaurants, they shop here and live here.
People who live and work on the Beltline took a close look at the surveillance video to see if any of the people accused of mugging a teenager look familiar.
You don't want that to happen to anyone, especially not a child.
The video police have shared shows 4 people walking around one of the most popular spots on Atlanta's Beltline near Ponce City Market Saturday night around 9:30. That night, officers say they approached a 16-year-old, pulled out a gun, and demanded the teen hand over their hat.
Stupid. It's a hat.
He works as a dentist in the same spot police say the holdup happened.
It's always shocking anytime anybody gets robbed, but then when it's like a kid, and then over here in this area is always something going on anyway. So, I mean, maybe they need more security.
I feel like there should be more police presence on the Beltline at all times.
We saw police patrolling the trail Wednesday before dark. No sign of the 4 wanted. Neighbors fear if officers do not put a stop to them soon, the violence could escalate.
It could go further to, killing someone.
And the last thing they want is bullets flying around this crowded spot.
Take all precautions when it comes to protecting yourself, your family, especially kids.
Especially kids. Channel 2's Courtney Francisco back live with us now from Northeast Atlanta. So, Courtney, was the teen alone when this happened?
Well, police have not elaborated on that, but they want to remind parents that there is a curfew out here on the Beltline.
It's a curfew. Yeah, but curfew mean the fucking police gotta run up on fucking black teens and shit and tell them to follow orders. All that is a recipe for disaster. Recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for disaster. Hey, black kid, you can't be out here at night. You need to go in the house. That's a disaster, man.
And new developments tonight in the search for that driver. It's over. In this video, see behind me, seen speeding off. We slowed it down for you. The officer right here clinging to the door of this car, and that driver just keeps on going. This is slow motion. The cop holding on with everything he has got. We brought this to you as breaking news on Channel 2 Action News at 6. It happened in Newton County at the Quick Trip on Highway 142 in Covington, right between I-20 and Highway 278. New at 11, we now know the suspect's name is Destiny Riggins. They arrested her around 8:30 tonight. Channel 2's Courtney Francisco live now at Grady Memorial Hospital. And Courtney, the officer who was dragged is there tonight.
He arrived here in stable condition, George. We expect him to survive. He might have to stay overnight, though. And while we've been here, 2 other of our team members have been in Covington getting the latest on the search. Take a look.
New video shows the moment a manhunt came to an end in Covington Friday night.
Definitely craziest thing I've seen over here.
A crowd of workers and customers were watching police conduct a traffic stop at a gas station around 4:30 Friday afternoon. Police say the woman behind the wheel was wanted for shoplifting at a nearby Walmart, but decided to make a run for it with an officer clinging onto her door.
The cop grabbed onto the side of the car and they drugged him all the way around the building, the quick trip all the way to the side.
Police say the officer hung on for a few hundred yards and flew off when the driver took a turn. Medics rushed him to Grady Memorial Hospital.
I could see something on his head. I'm not sure if he might have hit his head when he fell off the car, but you can definitely, you can see it in the officers' faces how kind of I don't want to say distraught, but upset that they were.
Officers found the car, took 2 people in it to the station for questioning, but detectives told us still no driver.
A lot of this is moving. This is one of those cases that by the time I get done here and go back inside, we may have a whole nother chapter.
At 8:30, he had an update. Police arrested the suspect, Destiny Riggins, at the Magnolia Heights apartments on Highway 36. I asked if she said why she drove off.
She's actually in our interview room with 2 detectives, and we're trying to decide that right now.
They have the officer's body camera. They'd like to see your video as evidence, too, if you caught the encounter on camera.
It happened so fast.
Yeah, very wild. Don't expect to see this every day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely praying for him and his family.
Yeah, definitely praying for him. Channel 2's Courtney Francisco back live now from Grady Memorial Hospital. So, Courtney, what charges here are we looking at for this driver?
She faces charges of fleeing, shoplifting, and aggravated assault on a police officer. And the detective said all that could change based on the officer's condition right here tonight, George.
All right, Courtney Francisco, again, thinking about that officer, wondering what's going to happen next. We'll be following it right here on Channel 2 Action.
This shit, man, this is one thing about blacks, man. In this crime, you meet so many good black people on a regular day-to-day basis. You meet black people that are mind their fucking business, won't say shit to you. You meet blacks that are good, nice, warm-hearted. It's just when it comes to this crime shit, you got this shit locked down, man. Locked down. Locked down. Nobody can fuck with us, man. We'll do one more, man. Nobody can fuck with us, man, when it comes to this shit. Nigga, tired of this shit. Nobody can fuck with us when it comes to this shit. Let me see what I saved. Man. We'll do one of them from the save category. Let's see what I saved, man.
Good morning, everyone. It's time for Morning Briefing. I hope you have your favorite cup of coffee. If you don't, why not? That's what we're doing, drinking coffee together. You know what I'm saying? And I've got my favorite cup of coffee, and I'm drinking it from the Abba Centers of Florida. That's right. They help teach autistic children. You know, we have a special place in our heart for those that are on the autism spectrum. And we want to go above and beyond of creating a great environment, being patient, and loving them a lot. Join ABBA, doing God's work, and have some coffee. Ooh, that's good coffee. But you know it is, because I'm not going to drink bad coffee. All right, here's the deal. This is Nichelle Pierce. She's 17. She just recently moved here from Baltimore, Maryland, and continued acting here like she did in Baltimore, I guess. Out of control, because Baltimore is out of control. Crazy is the norm in Baltimore. Well, here we behave, and we don't break into people's houses and do crazy stuff. She's only 17. She has a Kissimmee address, but she lives in Polk County. And Osceola County, working a murder, served a search warrant at her house. And when they did, oh boy, what they discovered. So let me read to you the list of charges that we filed here when we found all kinds of evidence of crime during this search warrant of a murder investigation. We ultimately charged Nichelle with 5 counts of burglary of a vehicle, 3 counts of attempted burglary of a vehicle, unlawful use of identification. We also charged her with unlawful use of two-way communication devices. We also charged her with taking credit cards that didn't belong to her, 3 counts. We also charged her with loitering and prowling while wearing a mask, 4 counts. She was walking her dog, looking around, using that as a ruse, and breaking into cars. She brought her dog from Baltimore, and the daggum dog wasn't paying attention to the laws either. He wasn't registered, didn't have his tags or his collars or his shots. So we charged the dog. Now, we charged her with a bunch of burglaries and all that other stuff. We charged her dog that she was carrying. Did you hear what I said? And Osceola, obviously, has her wrapped up as some kind of person of interest in a murder investigation. She needs to do a couple of things. 1, behave, or 2, go back to Baltimore where that's accepted practice. Have a good day.
Sophie is right. Keeping
Yeah. Grady Chubb shitting on Baltimore, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Appreciate you guys, man. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry about it, man. Tomorrow, man, we're gonna do a big show tomorrow, man. Same black time, same black. I'm out of here, man. Peace out.